You can say them out loud if you want. I'm not outing the spells if you want to keep them close to the chest.
Yes. I pick... Oh, you gave me a lot.
I gave you 6 beads, and I think I told you the descriptions for 2 spells.
Give me 7. Oh no, these two are combined.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one is...
I was going to say, I promise you don't have 7.
I imagine the pile of debris and remains from the city has started to build up in the ocean below the city.
And...
One day it will breach the surface like a conglomerate garbage island.
Yes. Okay. You definitely have them.
We're asking. Need some work done?
Would you like to select 2 more
Okay.
Yes.
No problem.
beads? Go ahead. Hmm.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade. Sure. Have at it.
Not what I expected. Not what I expected at all.
Nope. You're going to be pretty excited about one of the 2 that you haven't learned yet, I would think.
That's good, because I'm pretty fucking disappointed with those 2.
Oh, come on. Yeah, pick a different class than Mr. Cleric.
All right. The whole point of things is so I can get things out of my class.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that you were life domain. My bad. Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway. Who would like to recap? Because I'm sure that everybody needs a refresher.
Let me see what I got here.
All right. Jordan with the 8-page dissertation on what we did last time. Let's go.
Hold on.
Bro, if you would have taken notes like this, we would have gotten better grade in our marketing capstone. We would have gotten an A minus.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I could have done better in college. All right. You haven't even heard these notes yet. For all I know is I wrote down we did some things.
Yeah. All right.
I think this is the last thing I have. I don't think we've done anything since this, so this should be it. Recap. Our adventures, tasked with protecting a casino vault, are briefed by Captain Nadosi. 2 players stayed around on the floor watching for suspicious activities. 1 stayed at the bar on floor 2, and the last 2 were on the 3rd floor. 1 inside the vault, 1 outside. The group managed to catch on to the thieves and confronted them. Due to some trickery, the group was able to flip the figurative script and steal the money for themselves. Arresting the original thieves in their place, the group then proceeded to deceive the consortium and left for a less swanky hotel. That was all I had.
Okay. We went to stay somewhere less swanky. Anybody have anything to add? Anybody have any clarifying questions or points?
We live.
Okay. I'm trying to... I have a lot of tabs. I haven't looked at the tabs in a while. So I am looking for my list of hotels because I told you which one and I don't remember.
Yeah, sorry, but maybe I have that written down. Hold on.
You're good. I'm trying to remember what... So you said... I believe it was the Harried Mongoose in the River District because you wanted to be somewhere modest, right?
You got any other names that you can say that just in case they might ring a bell?
Ajir's Whetstone in the Alluvium District. The Step Aside in the Circlet Walk. Or
Yeah,
the
that
Back
second
Alley.
one definitely wasn't it. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead and say I think the first, what you said originally is
Harried
correct.
Mongoose. I might not have told you the name of the place.
I think you did, but
Just a second. Okay. Yeah. So, last time, you guys, as you said, were tasked with helping catch some bank thieves, or not bank thieves, but vault thieves, and in the process became vault thieves yourself. And you made off with 10,000 gold pieces, correct?
Yeah.
It was
No.
not.
No, wasn't it supposed to be 10, but it ended up being less than 10?
Yeah.
Didn't we like open it up and it was only like 7,000 or
That's
something
right.
like that?
You're right. There were only 7,000 in the bank vault when you counted it. That's right.
You're going the wrong way.
Oh no, 7,000 gold pieces. It's nothing. I am destitute.
Keep moving, the scanners won't hurt you.
Yes, you're correct. It was advertised by one of the thieves as being 10,000. In the process, also, the thieves were captured, and then you decided to change your lodging because you weren't sure how the consortium of the Vermilion Dream was going to feel about what you'd just done. So, I believe that you paid Aloysia back her 500 because she'd paid you 500 advance.
Thank you for retrieving the supplies for me.
You paid back Aloysia, and then you went off to the
This
River
is all I
District
have right
and
now.
found a modest, if not comfortable, definitely not a bad place to stay, to hang your hat. The Harried Mongoose, which is in the River District. The River District is
Stay away
it's a
from
park
Aurora
which is in the middle of the
before
city,
you get hooked.
as you can see on the map here, and it's the area around the park. So
Something for you.
you're staying somewhere nice. There's lots of fresh air. It doesn't quite have the stink of some of the other parts of the city. And the water from the oasis underneath the city is what feeds the rivers and the lake in the middle of the park. So, unless anybody else wanted to do anything during the night, we'll just have you guys wake up at the Harried Mongoose in the morning. Murgus wanted to meditate on his beads. Would anybody else like to do any night actions? You can message me privately, or you can tell me out loud.
I think if I had anything, I think I told you last time. If there was anything, let me double check.
It's a dangerous galaxy, but here at Reliant Medical, we've got you covered. Our trained
Yeah, I
and certified physicians are qualified to
Okay.
assess
In between sessions.
physical ailment,
Yeah.
from cuts,
Well then, you awaken in the morning. You were able to secure a couple of rooms at the Harried Mongoose for
personal treatment products.
chump change at this point compared to what you're actually carrying around.
Wherever you go,
And so you wake up in the morning, and everybody, as you wake up, you can kind of drift down to the common room, or you can stay up in your rooms, however you'd like to get ready. If there's any morning activities you want to take care of before you sit down and talk about what happened last night.
It's a dangerous galaxy, but here at
The
Reliant
only thing I would want to do that's on my mind is like offloading some of the gold now and potentially getting that ring that I had on layaway. But I would wait until I put together to see if everyone else wanted to.
Okay.
Go-
Any
go
objections to
Not
team
sure if
meeting?
those
Crow is kind of
balloons
trying to pull everybody together. He's like, kind of anxiously hopping around, looking at people.
Lots of old facilities left over from the colony war. We like
Fine.
to pick them clean.
Okay. And I guess he'll come on over and Grail, what about you?
It's a dangerous galaxy, but here at Reliant Medical,
I know.
got you covered. Our trained and certified physicians are qualified to assist.
So I want to look at everybody in their heads, say we should probably spend some of this gold, but not all of it. So that it doesn't look like we have as much as we do.
I think that we should disperse it around the city, though. We shouldn't spend it all in one place. We should be very careful about that, everybody.
I agree. I do have something on layaway I'd like to pick up, though.
Is anybody else looking for anything in particular? Could we ask for a shop directory in the city or something like that? Or do we just want to go explore?
Or affliction, from cuts and scrapes to dislocated limbs.
I'm pretty content.
Also, how much was my cut? How much did I get? Making sure I got it in here.
It would have been 6,500 over 5. So 1,300 each.
Okay, I've added that. Cool.
What am I playing?
Well, I think. Should we split up to do our shopping, or should we all go together?
It may behoove us to split up, as that way it'll be harder to have as many eyes on us as we do our business.
I was just thinking the opposite. If we get caught out, it's better to be together.
That's true.
This is very true.
We may attract more
Besides,
attention, but it's probably safe.
Together.
We also need to present ourselves as not guilty. If we start slinking around the city and watching our backs like we're criminals, we look like criminals.
That's a good point, Murtis.
Very well.
Well, where are we off to first, then?
I wouldn't mind.
Sell a full range of personal
He runs something on layaway, so
To the curiosity shop.
Okay.
Whatever it was.
If there's no
Bazaar.
objections, then we'll start making our way back towards the Suncut Bazaar. As you step outside of your hotel room, everybody roll perception.
Remember how to do this.
Viete la mierda punta.
I guess so.
Okay. Okay, if you rolled high.
As you leave, and you
It's a
turn
plus
around
two.
the bend, Murtis, you're pretty sure that you catch the eye of someone lingering on you maybe a little too long, and as you turn back to look at them, there's a hooded figure on the second floor of a building down the road who is staring directly at you, and when they see you stare, they quickly disappear from the balcony.
Let's go pay this person a visit. And I just walk off.
In their direction?
Yep.
Okay.
I was just looking. I was like, God, I was really hoping to get that ring and turn and follow.
Okay.
Well, get your ring. This person...
I know. I'm here for it. I get it.
Okay. The building that you walk up to is not quite a hovel. It's a nice, respectable home made out of sandstone. And it has one of those. It's not quite a tarp, but it's not quite a blanket. It's got something draped upstairs, like a large tapestry or a rug or something. And that was kind of obscuring the person on the balcony.
Is there a front door?
Yeah.
Is it open?
You're just gonna walk up and try to open the door?
No, is the door closed?
It is closed, yes.
I knock.
Okay. There's no answer.
I try the handle.
The door is locked.
How high off the ground is the balcony?
It's on like the second floor. And it's a very like low like a low wall on the balcony, because it's basically just like they didn't construct the second floor in that part of the house. There's also some nearby stuff you could probably just climb up pretty easily.
Crow, someone on this balcony was staring at me. Do you think I should pay them a visit?
Well, if they're nosy, I suppose we should figure out why.
What? Do you have any opposition?
No opposition.
I want to use prestidigitation to make it look like we all kind of have like something like official, like I don't know if there's like a seal or something that they that we like, I don't know, City Watch, or I'm
You
not
want to look
familiar.
like the Hands of Ord? Yeah, you could do that.
Like, but I do that. I cast Prestidigitation, make it appear on all of them, and I ask everybody, what do we think about something like this?
Works for me. I would like to start trying to climb up.
Yeah, roll athletics.
Oh, great.
If you don't pass this DC, you're just miserable, dog. You passed. You're fine. Yeah, you clamber your way up, and now you're on the second floor of this building. There isn't a door up here. It's a curtain, and there's like a wooden stool and a side table sitting on the balcony.
Okay.
I would also like to climb up there with him. What did you say the check was? Was it
Roll athletics.
athletics?
I'm gonna crouch at the edge of the balcony.
Is that still up?
Yep.
Okay.
What? You and Angus should watch the front door, and maybe see if there's a back door.
Copy.
I will take care of it.
All right, Crow, are we going in?
I'm right behind you. Unless you'd like me to take point.
No. Just wanted to make sure somebody's with us. And we slip into the. I would like to slip behind the curtain.
Are you trying to be stealthy?
Yes.
Okay. You can roll stealth. Cool. Yes.
This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough for me if I'm trying to sneak in there with you. I'm gonna give him a second before I try and sneak in behind as well.
Okay.
Like let him step into his thing, and then once he moves from there, I'll try and sneak in behind.
Okay. You sneak into the house, and the upstairs is basically just like a landing, and then there's a stairway that goes down. At the bottom of the stairway, you can see what looks like it opens up into a one-room house. And as you head down the stairs, you see that the room is empty. There's a rug on the floor, and there's a table partially on the rug, and behind that there's what looks like a sofa. Over in the corner there's an ottoman.
I have something for
There's
you.
a bedroll in the corner, in a different corner, and then it looks like there's cooking implements off to one side, just sitting on the floor. Looks relatively destitute, but it is empty.
Is there a person visible?
Nope, nobody's here.
Do I get the sense that there's another person in the room?
Roll perception. You get the sense that there's probably not another person in the room.
And are there any other doors that he might have found his way out of?
Yes, there's the
Okay,
front
yes.
door, and then there's a window in the back that it's big enough that somebody could have slipped out of it, and it's covered with a curtain.
Is it opened? Is there wind coming in through the
Yeah, it's just
window
a
and moving the curtain?
Yeah.
Hello. This is
It doesn't appear that there's actually a pane on the window.
Okay, so I just walk in fully now. I'm non-stealthy. Kind of step in.
But our grav drive's cracked and leaking helium-3. The short-term
Was there enough time that they could have gone down and out the back?
Yes, because they disappeared from view as soon as you looked at them.
Okay.
What's a grav drive?
I want to go look out the back window that's open in the back to see if I can see anyone fleeing away or anything like that.
The back window opens into a kind of crooked alleyway. It's not really intended for people to be back there, it kind of appears. It's just one of those, poor city planning alleyways.
Mm-hmm. And there's nobody back there?
No, from the 10 meters each direction that you can see, nobody's back there.
Okay. Can I check out the window to see if anybody if there's any signs of anybody climbing through, going out through this way or anything like that?
Yeah, from inspecting that, you don't even need to roll investigation because it looks like there's pretty regular wear on the windowsill. I said it was sandstone, and so from people, going in and out of the window over time, it has worn down boot marks on both sides of the window.
Gotcha.
Can I look around this little like apartment for any clues?
Roll investigation.
Yes.
Anybody who would like to investigate can roll investigation.
So also me. Go ahead and do that. That's an 11. I'm gonna wait to see what you get really quick.
10.
10. I am going to use one of my luckies for the day,
Yeah, go ahead.
and I am going to re-roll that to get an unnatural 20.
Okay. You notice underneath the corner of the ottoman, I should say under the pillow that is sitting on the ottoman, the edge of a book sticking out. Looks like a relatively thin volume, and it's just like a rough cover.
Okay. Sorry. I was just scrolling through to find where I check off my lucky on the thing. Can you repeat that one more time?
Yeah, you see, like, from sticking out underneath the pillow on the ottoman, there's the corner of a book. It's a thin book, and it looks like it's just a rough, plain cover.
Okay. I want to grab it and start reading it.
Okay. These appear to be notes, various notes about persons of interest. It doesn't say who they're being kept for, and it doesn't say necessarily names. There's the occasional name, but usually it's just descriptions. So, race, sex, height, hair color, general clothing and identifying markers, those sorts of things, and seen at. Most of the dates are old,
Deja vu here.
but there's an entry from last night, and it describes a party matching your description entering the harried mongoose.
And is that the only of note it has? Is just what we look like and what we did?
Yes.
Okay. I relay that, and I hand the book over to him.
At the front door, you hear a knock. Hey, Murtis, Crow, everything going okay in there?
I go down there and open it up.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Should we come in, or should we stay out here and look like we're holding the door officially?
You can come in.
Yeah, I don't see any harm in you coming in.
I guess there's Freyo and wet inside.
I relay the information that confirms that we've been being watched. And just look at everybody. So what do you think we should do?
Well, we could leave. See if whoever it is comes back.
Adding on to the book one more time, I will say that it seems like all of the entries appear to be pertaining to people that have traveled past this house, like that are either staying at the Harried Mongoose or have traveled down this street or have patronized a local business.
Do I
seems
see-
to be what this book is for?
Do I see any descriptions of anybody not in our group that I would still recognize?
No, I had to think about it.
Perhaps the harried mongoose wasn't the best choice.
I get the feeling this whole city might not have been the best choice.
Well, that's not right. They got my height wrong.
Well, perhaps in the meantime, while we don't know what is going on, we can still swing down to the bazaar and pick up a few odds and ends.
Oh, perhaps.
We did just complete a job. I feel like it would look odd for us to not spend any of the money.
Well, perhaps you all go shopping. And I can hide here and see if they come back.
I think that's a good idea. Murtis, do you have the bag of holding? Who has the bag of holding?
I don't believe I do, so.
What has it?
Okay,
I
I just
do.
wanted to make sure that whoever had the bag is coming with us, because whatever we buy, if it's something expensive or something flamboyant, we should probably hide it, right? That way, if we're being watched, they'll be none the wiser. Ideally.
Ideally. Again, I don't think it's in our worst interest to let them know that we did buy something, though. Because again, we did get paid properly.
That's true. I just if we bought something
Yes.
thousands.
Yes. Yes. I do agree.
All right. Well, Murtis, are you sure you're okay here alone? Do you want me to stay with you? I don't really need anything while we shop.
I can handle myself.
All right.
Point of order question, DM.
Yes.
I can use all of the beads even if I don't know what they do, correct?
You sure can.
Excellent.
Oh no.
I volunteer as tribute.
This could go really bad or really good. I just need to look through my items real quick. Hang on just a second. I wonder if perhaps I should cast the bones before we do this, since we're going to split up. Do you think that would be wise? Do you think we have a few moments?
What in the fuck does that mean?
I can, because of some of my, shall we say, supernatural friends, I have the ability to gain an omen about a course of action. So we can declare our course of action and I can cast the bones and we can see if it will give us weal or woe. But it takes a few moments.
Wet, you're the bone expert. How do you think about casting bone?
Man. I know all about bones. Yeah. Let's do it. YOLO.
All right, give me a few moments to prepare, and Angus pulls out a small piece of chalk from his pouch, and he draws a circle on the ground, and he sits within it, and he draws a smaller circle in front of him, and he puts the chalk back in his pouch, and he pulls out knuckle bones of an roll nature if you want to know what the knuckle bones are from, and he shakes his hands and he casts the bones into the circle, and he ponders them for a moment. A natural 19. Let's go. Creo, you recognize that these are the bones of. I need to give you the actual name of this thing because I don't know what it's called. I'll give you that in a minute.
That's fair.
Anyways, yeah. So he casts the bones and he says, "Well, I'll be darned. It says wheel. Murtis, this seems like a good idea. You staying alone seems to be okay, and us going to the market seems to be okay. I'm not getting any bad vibes from this." So, I suppose we'll go shopping. And where should we meet? Should we meet back at this place? Do we want to stay here? Do we want to set a different meeting place?
This is pretty much just outside, like, right across the street from the Hairy Mongoose, right?
Yeah, this is right across from the inn that we just stayed at.
Yeah. I'm okay with either meeting back here or back at the Mongoose.
Okay. So, Murtis will hold his position, and we'll meet back here in a little while, in a few hours.
A motion to whomever's staying. I give an illusion that says good luck.
What?
What?
What, mate?
These are the knuckle bones of a gloomstalker, Creo. The thing that looks like a dragon, but it was more of a creature of shadow than an actual dragon that you fought in Bazazan.
Alrighty.
Yep.
I do share with that with whoever is with me.
Oh, you're a scholar, Creo? You know Gloomstalker Knucklebones?
Yeah, he used to arm wrestle them back in the day.
Angus gives you a weird look at that and he goes, There's something to that. I know there is, but I don't think it's arm wrestling. You speak in riddles, old man. I find it very bewildering. Anyhow, so the rest of the party's traveling to the Sun Cup Bazaar, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay. As we're walking, I'm gonna have Murtis. You're staying in the house for a while, right? You're very quiet. I don't know if your mic isn't picking up or something. Hi.
And he's back.
Wow. Hello.
Howdy.
So, you're staying in the house for a while. Did you want to do anything specific?
Yes. Gonna
What?
go into a corner and cast invisibility on myself.
And then you're just gonna sit there?
Mm-hmm.
I will let you meditate on one more bead while you wait for the person to get back.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, let me know which one you want.
Takes half the fun out of it.
Of casting one you don't know.
Well, no, because then you only have one that you don't know.
Mm-hmm. I'll do the one with 2 descriptors. You know what I'm talking about?
I believe so.
There's one that's 1 word and there's one that's 2.
The fine one, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me how that would have gone over. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so disappointed.
Is that the one you were going to use?
I don't know. It was gonna come to me in the moment.
All right, so you have that. We'll
How
revisit
would that
you in
have
a while.
even worked if I YOLO'd it?
I would have asked you what you were thinking about right in that moment. Because you have to picture it in your mind.
Oh no.
Yeah. I would have asked you like leading questions until I got you to tell me about a place that Murtis knows. Yeah. That would have been interesting.
The last paragraph of that spell would have made it wild.
Mm-hmm. Imagine. Anyway. So the rest of the party, you guys are walking from the River District to the Suncut Bazaar. This requires you to walk through one of the higher level, like more posh areas of the city, if you will. And so the buildings get a little bit bigger, they get a little bit nicer. Some of them are made out of proper stone, or they're made out of more expensive materials than just sandstone or wood or whatever. The craftsmanship's a little bit finer, the people wearing finer clothes, but other than that, it's still the same city. It still kind of stinks. It's still hot. There's still criminals running all over trying to pickpocket people. Like, it's the same city, just at a higher level, quote unquote. You can either cut through the Sand Herald district because there is a wall around it, or you can go around. Going through the Sand Herald district will probably take you about 15 minutes less in your total walk. But the streets there are much less crowded, and so you may be more easily visible.
No. No, I'd rather take 15 minutes. Ain't that long. I'd rather walk around.
You're going around and walking through the rest of the sun cut area under
Yes.
the ridge. Okay. Everybody roll perception again.
Me included. Me included.
No, you are not with them. You get on the mic. Guys, on your left. Up on the 3rd floor. I see him.
If only we still had those earpieces and we didn't all step on them.
Yeah. Maybe that's why you're being watched. Maybe the casino wants to charge you for damage to property. They're trying to hunt you down.
So I rolled a 19 on the perception.
Nobody else wants to.
I rolled a
Receive.
19 as well.
You roll 19. Okay.
Yep.
With your bonus.
Yes.
Okay. Mike, is Creo being perceptive?
I'm trying to remember how to roll my fucking perception.
Should be a skill, just like nature was. Yeah. It's
there
right
it
below nature.
is. I couldn't see it.
Nice. It do be like that. You don't notice anything though. So you guys are keeping your heads on a swivel while you're walking. You don't notice anybody following you. And you make your way into the bazaar, and now you're really and truly going to be able to get lost in the crowd. So you guys got to, what was it called? Was it the Bone Garden? Was that the name of the shop? The Bone Garden.
Yeah.
The shop full of curios and oddities.
Yeah. So I want to walk right up to the cashier there, the person attending. Is it the same person as last time?
Oh, hello. I believe you were in here yesterday, were you not?
That's correct. I believe you're holding something for me.
I am. Was she just holding one thing for you?
She was just holding one thing, but I did make a mental note that that thing may be connected to something else.
Okay. So what was she holding for you? Do you remember?
She was holding the ring that had like leather on it. It was like a strange ring.
Yes.
I believe it had like a giant skull or something or giant something that like told me it was related to giants in some way.
Yeah, a small insignia that looks like a giant's skull.
Yes. Yes. I would also like to find the other thing that I thought was tied to it and just ask how much that costs.
Well, we don't have anything that's related to this item. It is by itself, but.
But I remember that I made that mental note, so I want to also grab that and bring it up and be like, and also how much is this?
You had 2 other rings that you looked at, I believe. There was a little case full of them, and you picked out a few.
Yeah, I thought you had told, I did a magic or arcana check on the ring, and you had told me that there was something else. I detected that something else was a certain other thing was tied to it. If that's not the case.
That is not the case.
Okay, my bad.
No, it's good. I'll just, it's been 2 months, man.
Yeah.
I'll re-describe what...
I've been thinking about this ring for 2 months.
So that ring, you are correct. There's one that, it appears to be made mostly of leather. It's made of something that's been wrapped in this old worn leather. And there is a little metal insignia that has a giant's skull etched into it. There's another ring, this one was plain gold, I believe. And when you did your arcana check on it, it seemed like it was kind of rebuffing your attempts to identify it. And it seemed like it was emitting some sort of aura that fought back against your magical touch. The last one was identified. She said it's a ring that's supposed to keep you safe. She didn't know if it was a good luck charm or what, but
okay.
The last one was supposed to keep you safe.
Okay. Yeah, then I would definitely like to just purchase the one that I was originally that I put on layaway, the one with the leather.
Okay.
And I believe I wrote down 100 was what I wrote down for it.
Okay, well, I didn't write it down, so that's the bargain you're gonna get.
And yeah, I'd like to do 100 gold exchange for the ring.
Go ahead. I've just sent you what it is.
That's what I was hoping for, baby. I throw that bitch on.
Okay. And immediately, as you put the ring on your finger, you feel all of the muscles in your body flex, and you just feel strength. You feel rejuvenated. You stand up a little bit straighter, and your chest puffs out, and you feel good.
Yeah, giant strength. That's 21, right?
Yes.
Sorry, boys. I'm just getting off of sickness here. How do I
Get up, come on, get down with the sickness.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm not
I
familiar
wasn't
with
gonna talk
D&D
that.
Beyond very well. If I just like add that to it and tell it to equip, will it automatically?
Yeah, you could check to see if
Yes.
it does, but I believe it does.
It will.
Yeah.
If it's any of the category of things I'm assuming it is, it will do what you want it to do.
It is a ring that is just a belt of giant strength. It's just a different slot.
Yes, it will
Yeah.
it will automatically update it.
Yeah, so you can just give yourself the belt of giant strength.
Okay.
Our purposes for ease of use.
Is there? And I asked the court this: is there like anything that would help out a monk in their travels? Maybe a ring of endless flask.
A what?
I
She
mean,
looks at you. Oh, you said to help a monk, and then you said a what?
bottomless flask.
It's very interesting. What purpose would you have for such a device? Are you like to imbibe?
I like my wine.
And she taps her chin. She looks around. She bites her nail for a second while she's thinking. And she says, "I think I have something in the bag."
Carrying a lot. You want to
stay
take
right
a
here.
moment to shuffle things around?
And she walks away. And she comes back a moment later with a small flask. It's like very small. Like it's not even a regular size flask. Like it would fit in the palm of your hand. It's more like the size of a pocket watch, maybe. It's got a tiny little stopper. And she says, "This is supposed to be bottomless, but I've heard that it runs dry once in a while. You might have to recharge it. I don't know how these things work. I just sell them. But if you're interested, here's this."
I'm sold.
Okay, so she wants 25 gold for that. And then on her other arm, she's carrying something draped over it. And let me... You already know what I'm sending you. It's the item from the other day that I showed you.
Yeah.
So you get this cloth that she says was sold to her by the same gentleman who sold her the flask, and she'll give you a package deal here of 100 gold.
Hell yeah, brother, sign me up.
There you go. So you can add that. I don't think that that's a D&D item, but you'll just have to make a note of that when you'll just have to tell me that you take a sip before battle, and then remember that that's your modifiers.
All right.
So I've added this, by the way. It didn't automatically. Oh, it requires attunement. I see.
Yeah, attune to it.
Yeah, can I just do that? I've never actually enforced that in my game, so I didn't know. All right,
Yeah.
so can I just go ahead and check it then?
Yes. When you put it on, that was you attuning to it.
Perfect.
Yep.
Sheesh. Strong as
agree.
fuck, boys.
Quinn, were you going to say something?
I was not.
Oh, I thought I heard you say something. All right.
Nope. Not a peep.
Okay. So, Creo, are you all set with shopping?
Is there anything? Let's see. So I have new robes. I have my fancy gauntlets. Sounds like all the rings are sold up.
There is a ring that's still. There's a couple rings that are still there. So she doesn't exactly know what they do. One of them is supposed to just be like a good luck charm and keep you safe from danger, and the other one, she had no clue what it did. But if Crow will share that information about the one with the magical check thing,
Yeah, I tell that to him.
it seems to kind of defy any attempt to use magic on it.
What do you mean by defy? Like it absorbs it?
It offers resistance. When magic is directed at it, it seems to throw that magic back at. Excuse me.
Does it actually seem like it is deflecting the magic back at it, or does it seem like
it's hard to say because you weren't using offensive magic. You were just
Right.
trying to identify, and you could feel the force of your own magic being reflected on you a bit. But it's hard to say if that would have a bad effect on you if you were to say throw a firebolt at it. If it might throw a firebolt back, it's hard to say.
I was just about to do.
But you had it in your hand, and you were just trying to check it.
Yeah.
And you could feel it. It didn't want the magic on it. Is all that you could really feel.
Would this be an Arcana check or?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can do an Arcana check.
I don't know shit, bruh.
Nope. You're gonna have to trust what you've been told.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll buy both of them.
Okay. Give me another 100 gold for those.
Okay.
And I will tell you what you got. These are both D&D items.
Alrighty.
Okay. Was there anything else that you wanted to look for, Creo?
What's in the bell aisle?
Okay, may as well. Excuse me. Yes, Nicholas, you can. Sorry, I have to go shopping before you can go shopping.
It's all right. I figure I gotta spend all this money eventually. I think I've bought Molotovs and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
In your mind, I remind you, we're trying not to draw too much attention, so spend gold, but don't spend all your gold.
Nah,
Okay.
This will probably be the last.
So, the belts that she has in the shop, she says, by and large, probably wouldn't offer you much benefit. But there is one that she hasn't been able to move for so long because it's pretty expensive. And the belt that she shows you is made of a very, very, very fine, deep red leather. And she says it's supposed to make you fight better. I don't know how to quantify that, but that's what it's supposed to do.
What kind of check would I do?
You could do an Arcana check on this one, or you could do... Yeah, it'd probably have to be Arcana.
Alrighty.
You could also do a Nature check if that fails. Give me a Nature check as well. Okay, so based on your nature and based on your studies, you can tell that this very fine leather is dragonhide. So this is some sort of dragonhide belt. You can't tell exactly what it does, but you think it would make you faster. And being faster is never bad as a hand-to-hand combat expert.
Jesus Christ.
How expensive are we talking here?
250. You've already spent 200, so this would put you back into triple digits, but you can afford it.
Now, when we say speed, is this gonna like equate to an initiative bonus or?
It might.
Oh yeah, I fear that's an unfair question.
You know for a fact that you would be able to move faster while wearing it, so you would get an increase to your movement speed. It will have another advantage, which I won't tell you.
Fuck it, but I'm gonna throw everything in the bag of holding so we don't draw attention.
Okay. I'm sending your new item to you right now.
Guys, I might actually be useful in fights.
All right, there you go.
I do not regret.
I didn't think you would. Okay, anything else that anybody wants from the oddity shop?
I guess I'll take one last look at any gloves that I may be interested in. If there's anything that catches my eye, that'd be the last thing that I'd be looking at, though.
Oh, I gotta remove that gold.
Yeah, she has some general gloves that are padded and stuff. They are better for fighting. If you wanted to buy one of those, it would increase your ability to do damage with unarmed strikes because they're padded on the inside, but they have hard material on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them are metal.
Okay. None of them that look like they'd give me any defensive upgrades.
No,
like
it doesn't really look like any of them would be good enough to improve your AC.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no, I'm good on them.
Yeah. She says, sorry about that. I really only have clothing here. In order to get armor, I can recommend a good armorer.
Yeah. I'd be open to hearing.
Well, I think that you should head up to the Circlet Walk or the Sand Herald District, either way. There are great armorers in both areas.
Sand Herald District was where we came through in order to
you would have to go in through the walls towards the palace. Yeah, okay. It's like the upper city.
Yeah.
Do you happen to have a cloak or a sickle?
I have several cloaks. What kind of cloak are you looking for, dear?
I don't know. A black one?
Sure. Yeah, I could give you a black cloak.
Okay. How much?
How about 10 gold?
Beautiful.
She gives you a black cloak of billowing.
Sweet.
You can use an action to make the cloak billow as if in the wind, even when it is calm.
Okay.
Yep.
Are there any other, I don't know, more magical cloaks?
Well, what kind of magic would you be looking for, dear? What type of benefit would you want to gain from this cloak?
Some sort of elven cloak. Maybe invisibility of some sort.
She's thinking.
Or just overall protection in general.
She has another cloak that she pulls out that isn't black, but it's a deep green, like a sage, like a darker green, more earthy green.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, "This cloak is of elven make, and it allows you to hide even in plain sight. It's said that you can also use it as a spellcasting focus, but I wouldn't know anything about that.
And how much for a cloak like this?
This would be 25.
Deal.
Okay. So she gives you a Nature's Mantle, Quinn.
Beautiful.
While you're wearing the cloak, you can use it as a spellcasting focus for druid spells, and while you're in an area that is lightly obscured, so not in plain daylight, but basically any other type of lighting, you can hide as a bonus action, even if you are being directly observed.
Got it.
All right.
And then do you have any sickles?
Oh, let me see. The weapons, I'm not so heavy on the weapons, but I'll take a look for you.
Thank you.
Okay. She comes back out and she says, to my surprise, I did have something. And she holds up a silver-bladed sickle that glimmers softly in the light. You can do an Arcana check on it to see if you know what it does.
Okay. Moment.
That is perception. That
20.
is Arcana. Is that a nat 20 or a regular 20?
Net 20.
Okay. That's nat, not net, like natural. Just so you know.
Oh.
But I know what you mean. It's a total of 20. It's not
total of
not
20.
20
Yes.
on a die. All right. Beautiful.
Yes.
So this would give you a bonus to your attack and damage when you use it as a weapon. And it would also give you a bonus to attack rolls and saving throw DCs of your spells. So basically, it would improve all of your offensive capabilities.
Bet. How much?
This would be 100.
Very, very well.
All right. You can add a moon sickle to your repertoire.
Well, fuck. Now I gotta ask, do you happen to have any war pigs back there?
She says, I can take a look, but I really don't think I have anything else.
You didn't think you had a sickle either, though.
Yes, but I just went and looked through all my sharp pointy
All right,
things, and
fair
that
enough,
doesn't
fair
sound
enough.
familiar.
That's fair point. That's fair point. I had to ask.
But like I said, maybe check with somebody else in the city, and you might be able to find something.
I will do just that.
This is Ank'Harel, after all. It's one of the greatest trade hubs in the world. You could probably find it somewhere in town.
How do you spell that, by the way?
ANK-HAREL.
You said H-A?
HAREL.
Thank you. I thought that earlier.
Ank'Harel. Yep. Okay. Is everybody good with shopping?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. Do we want to shop anywhere else on the way home? Do we want to try and find an armorer or a weaponsmith of some sort?
No, I still do not want to go through the center part of the city.
Okay, we're avoiding that for now?
Yep.
Do we want to head back to Murtis at this point?
But how much time would you say has passed with like the longer walk and how long we were in there?
It was like an hour and a half walk. You've probably been bopping in the shop for 45, so we're a little over 2 hours at this point.
Yeah, it's gonna be another hour and a half back. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good to start heading back if everyone else is.
Okay. All right. I don't hear any dissenting opinions. Roll perception when you leave the shop.
Everybody?
Angus rolled a 1. Yes.
I rolled a nat 20.
Okay. Crow. Across the street, on the 4th floor of one of the taller buildings in the area, you see somebody peering over the edge at you.